Okay, hi everyone. I'm going to be making another video today. Today is about Zach Baggans and trying to get credibility for the field of the paranormal. As a paranormal investigator, it is hard to try and get credibility in the field in research. Even though in the past, Lorraine and Ed Warren were the first basically paranormal investigators back in the 1950s and 60s to actually support the field of the scientific fact and the scientific value and evidence of being a paranormal investigator. And I think nowadays most people try and fake their evidence. And this is a clear example on some of the new shows by Zach Bagans. Apparently he uses actors on the show to deal with evidence as well, to make it seem more legit, or also try and boost ratings as well, to make it more interesting, which I think is a stupid way of supporting it in some ways as well. Even though he does have a TV series and is supported by that and makes a living from it, which most of us paranormal investigators don't, and some of us may never have the opportunities to have reality TV shows like that. So I think it's wrong that what Zach Baggans is doing is wrong. He does not support giving real evidence to the fact of being a paranormal investigator. That's one fact. 2, he uses actors to just scream and make nonsense and all this sort of stuff. That is wrong as well. Us real paranormal investigators, none of us are actors. Some of us may have an acting background, but we don't want to use that as clear evidence to the fact. And other problems with Zach Bagans is he wasn't very nice to Tony Spira when Tony Spira wanted to take Annabelle to him. Apparently he was being a jerk and he wasn't in the right frame of mind to do it properly at all. There are a lot of cheesy elements he uses in his shows as well, which is wrong. When most of us are trying to get evidence for the fact that paranormal activity is actually happening in those places that we actually investigate, and that most of us don't get paid for it, aren't rich from it, like Zach Bagans, is also a problem as well. I do support other shows like that. I do support, Ghost Hunters and all that sort of stuff, Ghost Adventures and stuff like that, as well as other paranormal channels. But you need true evidence to the fact of it. That's what Ed and Lorraine Warren were doing. That's what they do. Parapsychologists would tell you it is true. And Ed Warren was a demonologist as well. He had a background of basically being an exorcist. Not Catholicly trained as a priest or anything like that, but that's what he knew as a demonologist. He knew to fight evil, basically, and to fight against demons and devils. That the church are actually starting to support right now. The Vatican has released from the Pope some exorcists around the world fighting evil, fighting demons and demonology as well, because all these cults, they're satanically worshipping demons and devils, and it's throughout all corners of the world apparently. It causes a lot of problems in Africa with witches and voodoo, also in other countries like the United States as well, and the Catholic Church are trying to fight that at the moment, and that's what they've put out, these secret monks who are actually trained as exorcists from the church. So we want true evidence. We don't want fakery. We don't want anyone to fake it at all. I've always wanted a show like that as a paranormal investigator, but I feel but most of it would be stolen or taken away from us because of what Zach is doing. Even though I'm a fan of Zach Baggans and I support his shows, and I think that I wish I had all those opportunities when I was younger. You know, he's way older than me. You know, he's like 25 years older than me or something like that. Yeah, and he's getting a lot of, quick evidence to it and getting a lot of money from it as well, which most of us paranormal investigators don't do that. We just do it mainly as a hobby. We don't get paid for it either. Most of us don't get paid for our adventures. I know many small channels that don't get paid for what they're doing. I do like and support Amy Crypt. I think she's doing a really great job. I wish I had someone like that as a girlfriend, or a wife who's into that sort of stuff. But yeah, for me, we want clear evidence for the facts, please, Zach. Just don't bullshit us anymore with all this fake stuff. Do the right thing. Do the right thing for the field. Other than that, people are going to call you out as a fake. Okay? They're going to call you out as a fake. For what you're doing is fake for the field. I hope others are going to come out and talk about this as well, because they need to come out and talk about this. Because what you're doing is wrong. Don't employ these stupid actors all the time. They don't know anything. They're not paranormal investigators at all. Which is quite stupid. That's all I'm going to say.